There's some fragrances that should absolutely be classified as classics. And one of the fragrances that I'm going to be testing out today that I just got from Max Aroma, I requested this particular fragrance because I really haven't shown this any love. It's a classic Fougères type scent profile. And sometimes I'm like, it's going to feel a little bit dated, or it's going to have way too much similarity to a lot of other fragrances. But that's just me prejudging the scent profile before I even smell it. And I'm judgy enough as it is. So why am I going to jump to that conclusion without smelling that fragrance? So let's get a little Sauvage out in these streets to see if this joint is really too dated for my personal taste, or if this joint is going to be lit and I've just been sucking my thumb the whole time. Let's roll my motherfucking music so we can check out if Dior Eau Sauvage Extreme is lit.
We're all alone. Yeah, there's some friends from the south side. In case you cared, out of all your friends, I want to be Cuba.
Blessed morning, my beautiful peoples. You know who it is. This your boy, C to the U to the B to the A. You know, Uncle Cuba likes to go for his morning walks for some serenity, some mental peace, make sure my hips are still loose, that I can still thrust accordingly. And I don't want to start jumping on a little blue pill and get sponsored by them and them had hard wood all day. I want it to naturally be stiff. Fucking geese everywhere, and they look at me funny. Today's video is sponsored by Max Aroma, but I requested this particular fragrance, which is Christian Dior's Eau Sauvage Extreme. These are those classical scent profiles that are noted by a lot of people who are into the old school style fougere, very delicate, masculine man's man, as a legendary fragrance. A lot of people seem to love it, and I have smelled the original flankers, and I just jumped to conclusion on this one right from rip, but I could be absolutely wrong. And when you smell as many fragrances as I do, best believe that I forget shit on the regular. But let's see if this joint is like popping in these streets. I'm gonna be smelling this joint right now, and I'm possibly gonna be attacked by a bird and a geese. That was like some gang sign shit. And in testing out this particular fragrance, oh, the fuck was that? And in testing out this particular fragrance, I'm gonna ask Charlie over here. Charlie, you want to smell this or what? How you doing, brother? Chilling. Good luck. So I'm testing out this particular fragrance. We're gonna see if this joint is any good or not. You know what I mean? So we should play a game. How many times does Uncle Ruba step on geese shit? And it's been about 3. My Yeezys are full of shit, more than I am. So without further ado, let's go ahead and spray this on in real life and see if this joint is lit or what. Let's go. Okay. We definitely got a good, did she smell me? A good old school vibe. Definitely very lavender potent. It's got a little bit of a mossy essence to it. Old school fougere, barbershop, foamy scent profile. But the lavender here is a little bit creamy and slightly smoother than the traditional fougere style vibe, which playing off very nicely off my skin. It does feel a little mature. I get a lot of the essences of that more mature, elderly type persona, which, I mean, judging by all the grays on my face and my refusal to use Just for Men, I can assimilate with. You know, there's not much performance or at least sillage bubble coming off my body right now. I did about 5 sprays. I actually just added an additional one just to see if it was me slacking. I'm spraying this shit like on my neck and jacket, and I'm not getting much of the pop that I'm particularly looking for, which is a little bit unusual for a fragrance that's called extreme, right? Extreme, whatever. It's just kind of coasting. It's not being offensive. It's not being loud. It's not being anything that I am, and that offends me. But it does have a little bit of a tendency to make me feel a little bit old and dated, and I'm trying to stay as youthful as possible. Get me some testosterone immediately. You know, it's a nice brisk day. There's a little bit of air going on if you don't hear it in the microphone. So I'm supposed to be picking up some wind from this scent, at least cascading in the area. And it's not doing that, which is slightly disappointing for, again, a fragrance named Extreme. Like, where is the extreme factor that I'm looking for? It's not calling me here. And I need it to call me. And I'm holding this phone over a bridge and potentially can fall into the water, which would be great content because I would definitely go and get it, considering there's wild shit swimming in there, and that's definitely a condom. Not to make this video overly complicated or long, Eau Extreme is a classical scent profile with no extreme quality currently off of my skin. It seems to be aligned with the other scent profiles with a slightly buttery, more creamy lavender. It still has the mossiness. It still has that barbershop foam type essence, which I appreciate all of it. but it doesn't wow me. It doesn't blow me away, which I didn't anticipate it to. And let's keep it 1,000. It's kind of keeping the same energy that I anticipated it was gonna have. Therefore, it's just okay. There's no wow factor for me. Maybe if I dress up and put a little sports co action, decide to incorporate this joint, maybe it'll give me different energy. But right now, it's not a ball sprayer for me, unfortunately. So, Eau Sauvage Extreme doesn't have extreme. It's just classical old man trying to bag up a young chick with his old man mentality. That's gonna be me in 3 years. Let me know your thoughts on this particular fragrance, and if it's one that I really gotta give more wear to really find out if it appeals off of my skin, or do you guys share the same sentiment and it's kind of just a little bit dated? I was hoping to get more of an extreme vibe, but it doesn't seem to be working out. On that note, that shit looks sketchy there. I love y'all mother suckers from the heart. Let me know what you guys think of this particular scent pro. Somebody was behind me. Fuck this shit, I'm out of here. I'm not built for this bullshit. Smooches.
Cubaknow, what's fresh, who's best? One of them's gonna pass the test. Cubaknow.
For the fly gun holder, money folder, molar roller, start tag when it's time to call back. For the rough, rugged, and raw way, this nigga Jay, it's a game, but he don't play. Hey, for all the chicks that got dead in the penthouse suite on top of my mom's crib. It's nonsense you never get in. It's nonsense that you would think that you would.